Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends, and glad you could attend. Come inside my movie Maniacs as we take a look at Holy Hell. Yes, it showed at the Twisted Dreams Horror Film Festival in Milwaukee. And Holy Hell gives us the story of Father Augustus Bain, who has a church in the not-so-great part of town. And after a series of tragic events that happen, including the being attacked by a vicious family of psycho killers, where the father and the family he was visiting were attacked, the father decides to abandon God and follow the Lord. The Lord as in his gun, as he dispenses some justice with one of the survivors from this crazy psycho family's attack, and the two go out and dispense justice the only way they know how, through bullets and blood. And we see how the insane action takes place on screen, and how Augustus Bain tries to dispense the work of the Lord. Holy hell. Holy hell, this film is so much fun. This send up to 70s exploitation films took that line that many filmmakers who do these homage films don't like to cross. It erased that line, burned it, and shoved it in the trash and said, screw it, we're just going over the top and unleashing the beast, and that they did. This film is fucking insanely crazy fun that is meant definitely for those fans of this type of film. You'll catch all the tropes in here as well as just some fun dialogue. Oh, the dialogue in here is fantastic. All these great lines. You can hear them, some of them in the trailer. Some of the great lines in here. Not all of them are wasted in the trailer either. Ryan LaPlante, or LaPlante, I'm not sure exactly how that's pronounced, I do apologize, but he plays a Father Augustus Bain. He also directed this and did some other work on the film, and let me tell you, this character's a lot of fun. He does this kind of voice, and he's just very dramatic about everything, and he's out to get justice, and it was fun every scene he was in, but all the characters in here were just so over the top, exaggerated, and it made the film this hyper-kinetic energy that just did not stop, and I loved that about it, and it felt genuine, though. It didn't feel like it was being mean-spirited. These guys were just having fun, letting loose, and whatever they came up with, they went with, and let me tell you, I'm glad they did. Now, the family in here, the crazy psycho family, McFarlane's, man, there's the guy who's kind of Manson-ish, there's his cross-dressing son, there's just this wide stereotypical representation of the different types of crazy killers we've seen in exploitation films, all put together and taken to the nth degree, and that's what made this film so much fun. This film is not to be taken seriously at all, but it is serious fun. It is bloody, it is gory, it is offensive. I'm sure there's something in here for everyone to be offended by, but at the same time, there's some fantastic performances in here you've got to recognize. Not only Ryan's, but Alyssa King, who was in Berkshire County, aka Tormented. Love that film. Great to see her in here as Amy Bonner, one of the survivors from the McFarlane crazy psycho family kills. She survived one of their attacks, and she was a great opposite of the priest as far as how she kind of approached things, and man, they get some great moments, those two together. If you're a fan of the exploitation films, if you're a fan of the insane films, this film, as it's been likened to Death Wish via Hobo with a Shotgun, Hobo with a Shotgun is restrained compared to this one. Hell, this is a film that even makes a trauma film go, yeah, I'm not sure if we do that, which is saying quite a lot. I had a blast with Holy Hell, and if you're a fan of these types of films, this is going to be a must-watch. So if it's playing at a festival near you, go see it. Worth for the price of admission alone. I'll put a link down below to their Facebook page where you can follow them and keep up to date. Hopefully they get wide distribution, because this film deserves to be seen by many of those exploitation fans who don't mind a little bit of over-the-topness in their homage films. This one, folks, has it all in abundance. So check it out. If you have seen Holy Hell, please leave your comments down below. The Twisted Dreams Horror Film Festival will be back next year, so I'm heard. And so you'll want to keep your eye out to that. Make sure you also check out the other festivals that are coming to Wisconsin, including the Zombie Horror Festival that they're having in Madison in June. There's the Northeast Wisconsin Horror Fest that's happening in Oshkosh, as well as the Madison Horror Film Festival. Lots of great horror here in Wisconsin. What did you expect from the state that spawned so many serial killers? I love this state, and I love every single one of you. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, but we can only get there with your help. About 101, 102 away from that number. Love to hit that by July. So check it out if you haven't yet. Please subscribe. Leave a comment if you've seen Holy Hell. And until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.